Alert, 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 alert!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go with Chubb on second down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Regular. Check. Crunch. General West. Watch the whip. Check three.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, D-line, let's get it. Watch the ship. Regular. Watch the ship. Hey, Steve 6. Gonna go 5-0 here. Check 53. Watch QB draw. Watch QB. Gonna go 5-0 here. Fresno.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick caught. It's Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
52 and 56. 52 and 56. Hey, turn
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Regular.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bravo! 56, check 56.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First down, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A second down carry for Procise. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Procise. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's a run with Balaj. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll go with Procise. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Grant on the return. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This quarterback now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Caught by Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So
what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel.
It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
It's a gain of 20. And the Dolphins first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Watch the twins. Go.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And a great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see the
blitz coming, and down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're a 70% or better,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked out by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A toss play to Chubb. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Chubb, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They run. Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7. That's a 42-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because Every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Haywood!
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick looking and finding Allen Hurns. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go,
They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Chubb on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.